the high seas, Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hello everyone, how is everybody doing? Very blessed to be sitting here talking to you for mid-month and June readings. I did not know how things were going to work out, guys, but everything happens for a reason. So as I said, welcome to your... I've set the intention for these readings to resonate with the last couple months of June and the entire month, the last couple months of May and the entire month of June. But these messages can resonate anytime. They're definitely timeless. You never know what kind of message you might receive. So for my intro video, you guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in May and what's going on in June. So all the astrology information, we're going to be talking a bit about astrology as I do in all my intro. And for the actual readings, it's strictly tarot. I don't talk much about astrology, guys. So in May, today is May 24th as I record this. So it's definitely mid-May. We're still in May, but May is a very, very intense month. June looks a little intense as well, but it looks more of an emotional month. May's been kind of emotional too, but it's been emotional in a hectic kind of way. I'm not sure how you guys are doing, but we have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury entered Taurus on May 13th, and then we had Uranus enter Taurus on May 15th, and it's going to be there for the next 7 years. So that was a huge, huge shift, you guys, in May. We're still under the energy of that. We will be under the energy of that for the next 7 years. So yeah, very important for you to know where Taurus is in your astrology chart, because you're going to have Uranus there, which is definitely all about sudden change and shock and surprise. This is the ruling planet of Aquarius, you guys. So that was a major, major, major shift. Every astrologer is talking about that. And then we had a new moon in Taurus on the 15th as well. So we had a new moon that same day. Astrology is so symbolic, if you ask me. And then on May 16th, we had Mars enter Aquarius, which was pretty interesting. Mars is actually going to be hanging out in Aquarius throughout June because it's going retrograde, so it's not going to be moving forward. And then we had Venus enter Cancer on the 19th. That's the kind of the most recent transit in May as I sit here today. So that's pretty interesting, you guys. That's very, Venus was in Gemini, and then on the 19th, it moved into Cancer. It's going to be there until about maybe first week of June. And then we have yet to occur the Sagittarius full moon on May 29th. I'm not sure, guys. I really hope that I'm around to talk to you on that day, because the Sagittarius full moon, that is a very, very special full moon. That's the 9th house of higher learning. The house of vision. This is a very light sign. To have the moon filled with light in the sign of Sagittarius, that's definitely going to be expanding some things in our lives, expanding our vision, expanding the higher philosophy of our legacies and things like that. So we kind of end May on that Sagittarius full moon note, and then we enter June. So I've taken some notes here on both May and June for this intro video, because this video is about both months, so I wanted to incorporate both. So we're basically covering the end of Taurus season, beginning of Gemini season, the start of Cancer season. Okay, so that's quite a lot of information, but I'm just happy to be talking to you guys and getting out some messages for June. So we start June with, the reason why June is such an emotional month, you guys, is because we have this grand water trine. So we have all the water signs have significant energies within them. So Neptune is in Pisces, Jupiter is in Scorpio, and then we have Venus in Cancer, okay? And that is creating a water trine, okay, of emotion. So we're all going to be really feeling our feels, and we're going to be having some really deep emotion, especially the beginning of June. So definitely wanted to mention that, not only for the water signs, but for all of us. We all have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy somewhere in our chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio represent our emotion. We all have emotion. But if you are a Pisces watching this, if you are a Cancer or a Scorpio watching this, you guys are major game players in June because of that Cancer energy coming in. But let's talk a bit about Gemini energy. We've got on June 5th, Mercury enters Gemini, which is pretty interesting because Mercury rules Gemini. So that's going to be great for our mental space. That's going to be great for the rational mind and you know, the more intellectual thoughts. So you may notice in June that you just get your head in the game more, and that you're able to be a little bit more rational when it comes to the decisions you're making, even though there's this grand water trine energy in June. And then on June 12th, we have quite the opposite. We have Mercury entering Cancer. So this is going to be a bit of the emotional thought realm. This is, you know, the planet of a lot of emotional communication, I feel, guys, will be happening on around June 12th, especially throughout the whole transit of Mercury in Cancer. Eventually, Mercury will move through that and move into Leo, which is more passionate thought. The North Node is there, so we're going to be thinking a lot more about our destiny. But before that can happen, we have to go through the very watery realm of Cancer. Our minds are going to be submerged. Right now, our hearts are submerged with Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer, holy crap. A lot of emotional feels, you guys. Cancer is the cardinal water sign. So that's, you know, I like to think of Cancer as the most water, even though it's not necessarily that way. But Cancer brings definitely the depth of emotion. It's the fourth house. Woo! So moving on, though, we have a Gemini new moon on the 13th, right after Mercury moves into Cancer. So for the new moon, Mercury will not be in Gemini, which everything happens for a reason. I just feel like that new moon really wanted to just focus on the new intentions of our seeds and planting things for our future. Mercury obviously needs to be in a more emotional realm around the time of the full moon, and there's going to be reasons for that. And then we have on that same day Venus entering Leo. So that's when Venus is going to enter Leo, is on the 13th. And Leo is ruled by the heart, you guys. So I'm extra excited for that transit because this is going to add a lot of passion to our abundance and our attraction. You know, a lot of us are going to be really following our heart around that time with the North Node in Leo and Venus in Leo. This is going to be very heart empowering, heart chakra in activations. And so another important thing happening in June is Neptune retrograde. Okay, woo! So Neptune is going to be slowing down. Our spirituality collectively is going to be slowing down a bit. So that's something to look out for. June 18th, that Neptune is retrograding. I did not know that Neptune would be retrograding in June. So yeah, guys, that's something to mark on your calendar. Very spiritual transits going on in June, guys. There's a lot going on in June. And then the sun enters Cancer on the 21st. So there's going to be Cancer season starting then. But that's the same day as the summer solstice, which is literally all the solstices and the equinoxes are so important. I'm not sure where I'll be at around this time. If I'm in this area, then I will definitely be recording a summer solstice message, and I'll be pulling cards for that. If not, guys, I would just really make sure that you're doing something in celebration of the actual start of summer. You know, the sun gaining in light and being its most empowered. I believe the summer solstice is the longest day and shortest night. I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing my own research on that. But I do something special for every equinox and every solstice. Summer solstice, winter solstice. I did something very beautiful for the winter solstice. So it's only right that I take part in a small ceremony for the summer solstice as well. And so a few days after that, we have Mars retrograde in Aquarius, you guys. So this is going to be interesting as well. Mars is going to be hanging out in Aquarius for quite a while, I believe until August. So, you know, Mars is the planet of war, planet of action. So, you know, that's in an area of the collective. So that's something to really research as well, you guys. I really hope that I'm around to do videos about all these planets because I love talking about it. I didn't want to waste not waste, but I just didn't want to, I wanted to really use the time that I had for the mid-May and June videos for the tarot. So as far as the astrology information goes, you guys, you might want to follow me on Instagram or add me on Facebook. All that information will be below because I'm always posting about this stuff. No matter where I am in the world, I can always post about this astrology information, but I might not always be in an area that really prohibits me to speak about astrology and read tarot. But I will always my Instagram is filled with astrology information and just kind of channeled information about what I think about all these planets. I'm going to be posting about Venus in Cancer soon, and I'm going to be posting about Uranus in Taurus and Mars in Aquarius. So those are all things to look out for. For those of you who are wondering, my name is Pisces Priestess on Instagram, and my name is Braylon Caldwell on Facebook. If you do add me on Facebook, just shoot me a message, because I get a lot of friend requests, and some of them are just not friends that I'm not interested in having on my Facebook. So just shoot me a message, say, hey, I watch your videos. I really wanted to stay updated on the astrology information, and I'll add you. So Mars retrograde, Neptune retrograde, summer solstice, and then we end the month with that Capricorn full moon on June 28th. So you guys, Saturn is going to be a part of that moon, and it's going to be a very karmic moon. That moon is very karmic for me. That's going to mark the 1 year of me really doing this astrology business, me doing my spiritual burnings that I do outside on every full moon. I'm a Capricorn rising, so that full moon is going to be opposite of the sun in Cancer. Wow, I really hope that I'm around to speak to you during that time as well. There's so much going on, you guys. It's like, I feel like I trust the universe, but if it's meant for me to kind of take a break from astrology, I'm really going to have a hard time understanding why, because it's as if the energies have picked up, and they're almost more relevant and more important. And it's like, I feel like it's now more than ever important for me to really, really speak out about some of the things that I channel and some of the things that I'm aware of in the universe as a Pisces. So if it's meant to be, you guys, I'll be sticking around, and I'll be talking to you throughout all these transits, and I'll definitely be incorporating more astrology, since there's not much astrology in my videos this month. But there are very important tarot messages this month. So let's talk a little bit about what we can look forward to in the readings this month. So I've got some oracle readings for you guys this month. I have 3 oracle decks. One of them is a very new deck. I have the Wisdom of the House of Knights. And below, if you'd like to know the artist, and if you're interested in buying these decks, then I'll tell you the name and the artist of these decks below. And then I have the Indigo Angel Oracle deck. And then I just recently received as a gift a Wicca deck. So I'm not sure how all you feel. Why my camera's shaking like that, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about Wicca. But that is something that I have just recently started studying on the Libra full moon. So a couple full moons ago, I really did start studying Wicca, and that just was kind of an awakening that I had. My aunt is Wiccan, and I didn't really know how to feel about Wicca, but it is definitely not what I thought, and I think that's going to be the case for most people. So for those of you who are open to receiving messages from Spirit from that deck, beautiful deck, oh my god, they incorporate so beautifully. All these 3 decks, I'm probably going to use these 3 decks often. And they're really new, so I am looking up meanings in the book this month, but there's such beautiful messages, you guys. So this could be kind of a past, present, and future kind of reading for those of you who resonate with past, present, and future that way. And then I'm just using regular tarot to clarify a little bit more about these the oracle messages. Okay, so we've got 3 messages this month. We're working with the bottom of the deck and underlying energy, and then we're doing some clarification. So I really hope you guys enjoy these readings this month. I didn't care. I'm just so happy to have. I'm not sure if all of you watched my last video, but I just was devastated when I found out that I wouldn't be able to read tarot for May. But turns out that you just go with the flow. Sometimes the current takes you right back to where you were. And as a Pisces, I really just try to go with the current and just move with the waters of my life. But I feel very deeply about all this stuff, so I do. My emotions pay the price, and they take the toll. But it empowers me. And like I was saying, I'm just happy to be talking to you guys. I'm happy to get these messages out here. That's what matters most to me. For those of you who are interested in personal readings for the rest of May, I do believe that I will be available to do personal readings. And as far as June and July goes, just make sure that you contact me through email or through Facebook or Instagram before you pay me. And we'll try to work something out. But I am definitely available to do readings for the rest of May, and I'm very excited to see what comes up for all the signs. I've finished as I record the intro. I've finished the Aries through Virgo. And they are very beautiful messages, you guys. They feel very beautiful. Right after this intro, I'm going to get started on Libra through Pisces. So I haven't done the second half of the zodiac wheel yet, so I don't know what's going on with those guys. But as far as the Aries through Virgo, beautiful messages, and I can't wait for you guys to watch, and I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for all the support and your likes and your subscribes, and all my new viewers. I hope you guys can tell how much this means to me. But without further ado, please enjoy your June readings and also your mid-May readings. Thank you guys. See ya. Hi Capricorn. So happy to be talking to you guys for your mid-May June messages 2018. So I just shuffled your card and I don't know what's underneath you yet. I'm going to reveal that and we're going to learn that together. But as I was shuffling, it didn't take too long for me to get your Devil card ready. But I did see the Eight of Cups a lot. The Eight of Cups just kept wanting to jump out. Wouldn't be surprised if it came out in your reading. So you guys could be walking away from something in May and in June, going into June, that you were very emotionally invested in. So, you know, I definitely think that to be true because of how many times the Eight of Cups, you know, it came out at least 3 times. It wanted me to see it for Capricorn. So that shows someone who's walking away. Okay. So, as you can see, I've got these 3 oracle decks lined up. I'm not sure if you guys watched the intro video, but I'm going to be doing a 3-card spread. So it could resonate with past, present, future for some of you, but it doesn't have to. And we have the Indigo Angel deck for the light energy, right? What you see, what you're aware of, the more positive, or not really positive, but just light energy, right? We got to work with light and dark in order to get balance. But remember, this is not good and bad or positive, negative, or right and wrong. It's just light, which is the sun. We all have positive and we all have light and dark energies. We all have masculine and fucking feminine, right? So we also have the Wisdom from the House of Night deck, which is more of the mysterious energy. It's revealing more of the secrets. This is more of the, it's light, but in a harder way to see is what I feel the dark is. It's a more true form of light, honestly. And then we've got this Wicca deck. I'm not sure how you guys feel about Wicca, but I've been studying Wicca since the Libra full moon a couple months ago, and it's definitely not anything like I thought. My aunt is Wiccan, but I never really knew. You know, I just have an open mind about these things, but what I practice on my own is very similar to Wicca, and I guess I have a Capricorn rising, and they do say Capricorn has a witch vibe. Like if you have a Capricorn moon, then you can be a witch, or if you have a Capricorn, anything in Capricorn beyond 22 degrees is like very witch territory. So some of you watching may even have some sort of Wiccan, witch, or whatever. But what this really is about, you guys, is all 5 elements. We've got earth, fire, water, air, and spirit. So I thought it was very beautiful to incorporate all my oracle decks. I just got this deck from an Aries, so it was a gift and it is very beautiful. So I got these 3 oracle decks lined up for you. I'm going to be working with the underlying energies, and then we're going to use this deck to clarify, okay? So I just wanted to give you guys a closer look at your ruling tarot card. So your ruling tarot card is the Devil card. That's the card that symbolizes Capricorn. And I like the illustration here on this deck a bit. It's not that I like it more, it's just less scary, but it's still just as heavy, just as toxic. So I'm showing you this because this may resonate with you at the end of May going into June. And it's interesting that I see in the Eight of Cups you walking away from something, because we have this woman walking away from something as well. It looks as if she's walking away from a house. Then there's this trail of things that's left behind on the ground, which is, it looks as if it's a necklace, maybe some flowers, maybe some kind of silk. So probably all things that she was toxically attached to, things that were being used to manipulate her. Maybe there was a home situation that was very manipulative, because she's walking away into a forest. So I feel like Capricorn, I'm getting this intuitively, that you guys could be making the decision in May or in June to walk away from something. Maybe you guys are going to be moving. Let's see here. We do have Pisces as your 4th house. No, I'm sorry. Aries is your 4th house. And we have Chiron in your 4th house, you guys. So a lot of wounds when it comes to home. A lot of wounds when it comes to your emotions. And like Chiron in the 4th house is a very heavy placement, because the 4th house is all about your roots, your family, your emotions, your home life. You know, so your foundation. And it looks as if this lady is dealing with a lot of pain. So I don't know if you're leaving your home in May or in June, Capricorn, but it could be very possible that you're spending some time away from feeling at home. Maybe this is something toxic, but remember, this is the devil card. And it looks like you want to go somewhere. There's a more grounded place calling your name, Capricorn. This little home, it's not big enough for you. It's filled with toxicity. You're not comfortable there. It's not grounded enough. So we could have some changes there. But also, I'm just getting that some of you Capricorns are really walking away from something that no longer serves you. And we had the Eight of Cups show itself. So I definitely feel a walking away energy for you. Let's see the energy right behind you as far as May and June. Well, we've got the Ten of Wands. So Capricorn, you could be really dealing with burdens in May and in June. Mid-May, end of May, going into June, you could be feeling very, very tired from carrying all this weight. So tired that you've actually, because the Ten of Wands is usually shown by someone who's carrying these wands. But it's interesting because this deck, the woman had, and I've always said that these two women look alike. There's this woman shows up in this deck, the woman with white hair, so very wise woman. And this is for the males watching too. But it looks as if she's walked away from something very heavy. Look at these two pictures. This woman's walking away from a castle. This woman's walking away from a little shack. So it really doesn't matter what the home looks like or how beautiful something looks. If it's toxic, it's toxic. If it's being used to manipulate you, it's being used to manipulate you. And it's getting heavy, Capricorn. Because we've got the Ten of Wands. And this woman is really, really, really worn out over this burden. This heavy weight. I mean, nobody should carry that many wands on their own. These are very heavy sticks. If you take a closer look, they're very long and large. Heavy for that old woman, right? Heavy for that wise soul. Just because you're a wise soul doesn't mean you should carry more weight. That's not wise. Carrying more is not always wise. Maybe it gets the job done because someone else isn't doing it, right, Capricorn? I'm a Capricorn rising, and I get that. Sometimes in order to get something done, you got to do it yourself, right? But the thing about that, Capricorn, is that you are very good at what you do, whether it's cleaning, whether it's working, whether it's solving problems. You guys are very hard working earth signs. So, sometimes when you're good at something, you have to do more of it and you make up for the slack of others. But it's like you're getting really tired of doing that, Capricorn. You're getting really tired of picking up the slack of other people. So you're really dropping the ball here in the most positive way. And I feel like it has something to do with the home life. It's some kind of toxic burden that you guys are really letting go, or at least the spirit is trying to show that you need to let it go. Because both of these women are really tired and they've both been through a lot, and they're both they're walking away because of something heavy and toxic, and they're letting go and they're releasing certain things that no longer serve them. So I did get a very walking away vibe. And whether you're walking away from a shack or whether you're walking away from a mansion, a castle, see that beautiful castle? A home is where the heart is, Capricorn. And if your heart is heavy where you live, then that's just not where you're meant to be. So there's some kind of burden. Yeah, Capricorn, the energy behind you is very heavy. We've got the Nine of Swords. Holy shit. The Ten of Swords, and finally the World. Finally the World. So I'm going to show you those cards too, Capricorn. Like, this is just, your reading is going to be a bit, oh fuck, I didn't even see, holy shit. I don't know if you just saw that, but I thought that this was just the Nine of Swords with the Ten of Swords. But right behind, it's like you're trying to hide the fact that you feel financially left out in the cold, because I didn't even know that this card was behind here. It's snuck. So you see these women? There's this woman with white hair in all these pictures, and she's always reminded me, this is the same woman. Okay, and I'm sorry if your reading's a bit longer, but there are messages coming out for you, Capricorn, and I've just got to share them with you. So we talked about this toxic burden that you're hanging on to, right? That hopefully in June you drop. Because you are just exhausted. I know you're strong, Capricorn, and you have a strong will. You're very confident and ambitious. But come on now. Just because you're an ambitious soul, just because you're strong, doesn't mean you need to hang on to something like this. Whether it be your home environment, whether it be a relationship or a drug or manipulation or a codependent situation, it's getting too heavy. And right in the middle of this, we have the Nine of Swords. Meaning at nighttime, you're really having a hard time sleeping. This is staying up at night, nightmares, having mental anxiety, because we've got all these swords, right? All these swords are above this woman's head. And she's up in bed at nighttime. It's like she stayed up all night because now even the sun is out. So some of you are staying up until the sun comes out and sleeping all day maybe, or just not getting sleep, running off of 3 hours of sleep because of course you're still working as a Capricorn, right? Some of you may not be working, but that's okay. That was kind of just a little bit of a joke because a Capricorn is going to find some kind of work no matter what, right? But there's something going on inside your mind, Capricorn, in your thoughts, okay? You can't escape these thoughts, these heavy burdened thoughts. We've got 2 tens on the table here surrounding your mental anxiety of a financial situation or your mental anxiety of feeling left out in the cold. Okay, some of you are very much having mental anxiety over a financial situation, and I'm not sure if that's because there's shared finances or if because you can't make ends meet, but you're also feeling very left out in the cold in a situation, which has got you feeling like either if it's not unemployment, if it's not financially left out in the cold, this could be you feeling emotionally left out in the cold. This could be you feeling just alone. This woman has nowhere to go. She's wounded and homeless and jobless and has no money. So her last resort is to go to this church. And she's so upset about it because she's embarrassed, which is the energy I'm getting from this card right now talking to you because she's a Capricorn. This woman becomes a Capricorn in your reading or becomes someone that you're dealing with, but this has you written all over it, Capricorn. All these women with gray hair, it's because the gray hair to me symbolizes wisdom. It symbolizes experience, right? Wisdom, gray hair is a sign of, yes, old age, but old age could also mean an old soul. So yeah, this is Capricorn, being an old soul and being a hard worker, sometimes too much of a hard worker to the point where they lose sleep about it. You're not being appreciated for what you're carrying around. So you're up at night. And if you're not up at night, you're up inside your head at all times of the night. Maybe some of you are dealing with really heavy, dark thoughts. Because these 2 cards here, the only difference is that the woman is laying down in the Ten of Swords. And that's because she has no choice. Now, one thing I will say is that at least the light is trying to shine in there on you. We have that light coming in there. So, Capricorn, you go from the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, which is a heavier energy, but at least it's a completed energy. Now, Cap, I want to talk to you a bit about the full moon in your sign at the end of June. So, in about a month, well, I don't know when you're watching this, but from a month from today when I'm recording this, okay, so on June 29th, there's a Capricorn full moon, okay? And that's going to bring certain completions to your life. And hopefully it completes this. If you guys have been feeling like this, if you guys have been feeling betrayed and just burdened by this mental pain, uncomfortable, mental anxiety, hopefully this ends for you. Because that full moon, it brings endings and completions. So if you're dealing with anything that has to do with feeling left out in the cold, which is causing you a lot of mental pain, you know, this is you needing to really rest because of how much you've been carrying, right? So I do see a message here about you, Capricorn, that is saying that you are very, very tired of what you're doing and where you're living. And it has to do with this home environment because these 2 first cards have everything to do with a home environment. Some of you live in small houses, some of you live in big houses, and I think Spirit is showing me that because it doesn't matter where Capricorn lives right now. It's just not. You could live in a mansion, in a castle that's clean and beautiful. But every Capricorn is going through pain in their home environment because of the Chiron in their 4th house. This is a woman who's, I don't know if she's sleeping at home or if she's sleeping at someone else's house because she's homeless. But either way, it's hard for you to sleep throughout May and throughout June for some kind of reason. The thoughts inside your head are getting too heavy. And these thoughts probably have something to do with a job or with money or with a situation that has to do with your finances or your foundation. Because Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And you're feeling left out in the cold about this home situation. And it's like, it gets to the point where it's unbearable. But it does finally end. And I love that the light is there for you. So I love that you go from the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. But god darn, Capricorn, this is quite an energy to be right. This is everything that's right behind you in May and June. Because I just shuffle the cards until I see the Devil card. And then I literally seen that all of this was behind you. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the World card. Because this is Saturn. And Saturn still is in Capricorn. And it's retrograde. So you still have your ruling planet in your sign, which is why the world is showing up for you, because the world card is ruled by Saturn. So this is cycles finally ending. Hopefully it's this fucking cycle. Cycles finally ending. Because you are damn near up to your neck in emotion, up to your neck in cosmic energy of the universe. But hopefully you're submerged and protected. You've still got the world in your hands, Capricorn. And we literally have the King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But this reminds me of you, Capricorn. And you do feel left out in the cold. Look at the symbolism here. We've got that fire to keep you warm, but you're very cold and inside your mind. These women have the same look on their face, just bitter and pissed off because of how things have turned out. But it's better than being in the situation you were in. Even if you have to temporarily stay at somebody's home, or if this is someone who's seeking sanctuary, like I'm homeless, I have to go to a women's shelter. I'm homeless, I have to stay with my best friend or my sister or a family member for a little while because I'm down and out and I don't have any money, I don't have anything. But you're starting over because of this world card. It's a karmic cycle. This full moon in your sign next month is going to be very karmic. All right? And we've got Venus in Cancer, which is opposite of you, but this is cycles, Capricorn. Cycles, cold cycles coming to a completion, and you finally moving to a much more peaceful mental space, which is the Four of Swords. Someone who's relaxed. You can't relax like this with these wands in your hand, or connected to this toxic situation, or staying up at night like this 10 and 9 of Swords, or feeling left out in the cold. When your thoughts are all over the place, this is the energy that the universe wants you to reach, which is meditating, relaxing, healing. But I don't feel like you're able to do this where you're at in May. But hopefully that changes come the end of May or the mid-June. I feel like Cancer season is definitely going to spark some changes for you. But it's time to really get all those thoughts under control, Capricorn, so that you can experience mental peace. And then we have the Sun card. So I didn't want to leave you on too much of a negative note, because we do have happiness. And I'm not sure if you've realized my sunflower theme yet, but we've got these sunflowers in the back. This could be a Leo for some of you. But this is happiness, vitality, success, warmth, enlightenment, awareness. So when the sun enters Cancer, basically. So we do have some good energies over there, Capricorn. But yeah, I just want you to know that that's what is immediately underneath you. That's the energy that you're using in May. So there's a lot of stuff behind you. But the first card is the Ten of Wands, meaning that it's all about a burden. And all those cards that the Nine of Swords, all those cards that were just right there, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, that is what this burden is all about. And this burden is what's toxic for you. You know, Capricorns handle toxicity different than any other sign because of how ambitious you are. Because of how, you know, goal-oriented you guys are. You guys like a challenge. You guys are the cardinal earth sign. So when it comes to toxicity, you guys know what actions to take. You guys are the devil card. You know, it's really hard to intoxify somebody ruled by that kind of energy. But the problem with that is that you can be around toxicity for much longer periods of time than other people, and that could potentially be a dangerous thing. Whereas other people who aren't as strong with toxicity will see it quicker, they won't deal with it for as long, and they won't, you know, suffer from it. So there's that, Capricorn. That was pretty deep, and I've got a Capricorn rising, and I can definitely relate. So don't feel alone, guys. We're all going through it. So let's get you guys the oracle messages for this month, okay? That was kind of a mini read for you. So let's get you guys an oracle deck from the angel deck. So what is the message for Capricorn? Oh, okay, we had physical outlet come out. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Mother Mary. Swear I want to change, Mr. Jesus. I'd love to be your queen. As time flies way above me, for you I've cried tears see deep, oh glory. Oh, what a beautiful message there, Capricorn. But let's keep going until we have all your cards before I start channeling, okay? Because your energy is very interesting in May and in June. Okay, we have strength coming out. I believe Libra had that same card in the same position. So you guys could be dealing with a specific Libra. And then we have the 46. in choices, okay? So we're going to wait on, I'm not going to channel just yet, but I am getting lots of information from you guys. So this is the Wicca deck. This is the deck that I'm going to be looking up the message in the book about, okay? Because these are new cards, so I might not know, okay? And we have this card. I don't know what this is, but it's the number 10, and it has this fire. So we'll see what this is. And I definitely am seeing some 10s for you. And then this is interesting, Capricorn. This looks a lot like you, because you guys are the goat, right? So we've got these goats and these horned animals. So very, 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 whoa. I don't know if you saw that, but definitely just that card just flew. So this one, I want you guys to hang tight for the message about this card, because it wants to speak to you bad, okay? So we're gonna be figuring out what that card is, because it just flew out of my hand like, Capricorn, look at me. So we'll see what that card is all about. We've got a significant ram in this picture as well. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, okay? Because we've got that ram hanging out over there, all right? So we've got your cards ready. So like I said, this could be past, present, and future for some of you, but you know, these messages can resonate at any time whenever you're watching this video, okay? Tyson, enough barking, please. Ray's recording. So we have physical outlet, Capricorn, which is exactly what I would need after talking about all the information we just talked about. Like, physical outlet is talking about you channeling the energy that you feel in May and in June through something physical, through something that you can kind of transmute the energy. So drawing, writing, coloring, dancing, exercising, getting out into nature. But nonetheless, it's a physical outlet. Sometimes we need a physical outlet when all these energies are going on. And you're a very action-based sign, Capricorn. You're a cardinal sign. So whenever something happens to you, there's almost this innate reaction to do something about it. If you don't have enough money, what are you going to do? You're going to start calling places to get a job immediately. If you don't like where you live, you're going to start applying for houses. Capricorns do not sit with energy for a long time. And that's because you guys are the mountain goats. You guys are literally used to climbing mountains. You guys are literally used to using your ambitious ways to get through a challenge or an obstacle. So, you know, it's very important that this card is coming out for you, the physical outlet. Hopefully no one is using you as a physical outlet, because sometimes we can misplace our energy. So just be careful how you're channeling these energies, because Capricorn, there's a lot of energy moving through you from now until the end of June. And I know you guys are pretty solid-minded. You guys are pretty strong-minded. You're very logical. And like I said, you're the cardinal earth sign. So you have a lot of integrity. You have a lot of responsibility. You have a lot of maturity about you ever since you were a young child. But a person can only take so much. And when a Capricorn snaps, it's one of the scariest things, okay? It's one of the most scariest, darkest things that can ever happen. Trust me, I have a dark side, and it has a lot to do with my Capricorn rising. So it's all fun and games when we're using that energy to be responsible, when we're using that energy to be successful, right? As long as Capricorn is successful and ambitious and responsible, then they can keep the darkness in. But when things start getting overboard, when things start getting too stressful, when you're not succeeding in the areas of life that you want to succeed in, that's when the energies can get a little toxic for Capricorn. That's when they can get a little challenging in areas where it really, really does, it's significant. And that's when you're going to need this physical outlet. So some of you, the angels are saying to use them as a physical outlet, because we have this beautiful Mother Mary that's staring me right in my face right now to tell you that you are not alone, Capricorn. This is the mother of all angels. Now, for some of you, your mother is coming up here. Some of you need to reach out to your mothers in May and in June to help you because of the situation that you're in. It's getting too much. It's getting too heavy. So some of you need to reach out to your mother, because this is the mother of all angels. So this does bring up your mother's energy. And you are not alone, Capricorn. We have Mother Mary with you are not alone. And it's also time to create. We have the time to create. So this is someone who's drawing and coloring. So this is some of you guys have art as a physical outlet. But whatever it is, you need to create something. Capricorns can be very, very, very artistic. Take Jim Carrey for example. Jim Carrey is a Capricorn, and he is one of the most beautiful artists. He creates weird ass art, but it is so breathtaking. So it's time to create, and you are not alone with your creations. You are not alone. These angels want you to know that you have your own light, Capricorn, and that no matter what you're leaving behind in May and in June, you're definitely not alone. And some of you could be blessed enough to still have mother figures in your life. So if you have a sister or a grandmother or your mother or a friend that's mothering or nurturing to you, you may need to reach out to her, especially when it's Cancer season, because Cancer season is going to bring up a lot of real feelings in us all. We're not going to be able to escape your opposite sign, Cancer. I'm damn sure not going to be able to, because I have a Pisces sun. I'm a Pisces is what I mean by that. So Cancer energy is the mother energy. So some of you really do need to reach out to some kind of angelic figure like this. And look how beautiful this woman is. I mean, the way she just looks at you, it's just, you know, it's serious, but it's nurturing, and it's just calming, and it like draws you in. I love this card. So we've got, you are not alone with the mother of angels. This angel is showing up for you because it's like the Virgin Mary. This is Jesus's mother. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say Jesus, it was a Capricorn because his birthday is December 25th, right? So a lot of people say that Jesus was a Capricorn, and I kind of resonate with that. I kind of feel like he was. And if so, the mother of you is the Virgin Mary. And if there's anything that I know, the Mother Mary, she sacrificed a lot for Jesus. She sacrificed her image of purity. Even though she was mysteriously pregnant without having sex, she gave birth to Jesus. And she still considered him her son, even though he was the Son of God. So there could be some kind of woman in your life right now that can sacrifice something that deep for you. Like, it literally gives you the Mother Mary Jesus vibe, okay? But you need a physical outlet. And the Mother of all angels is here to let you know that too, that you're not alone, and that you need to get in an environment where you feel more creative and inspired, okay? So for some of you, that could have been in the past or throughout June. You could be feeling that way. But I think the Mother Mary is, some of you guys, if you guys like the Mother Mary, like if you have any Virgin Mary things, like any chains or candles, this is something that you really want to utilize in May. And you might want to look up stuff about the Mother Mary. It's the Hail Mary. Some of you might need to do some Hail Marys or something like that. So prayer is coming up here, and that's more so in your past, which is coming into your future. So we have the Strength card. And to me, this card comes up for people who have a very hidden strength. But another thing, Capricorn, is that this is a very, very old, wise, rooted tree. And we see these leaves on this tree. It reminds me of the fall. It reminds me of how strong and transforming the fall can be. Okay, and then we have the number 8, which is Scorpio, Scorpio is in the fall season. So there's a hidden transformation going on with you, Capricorn. And there's a hidden strength in you as well. This tree looks like, at first glance, it looks old, right? It looks old and beat down, kind of like that woman over here, because she had gray hair. But you don't want to underestimate, you know, a person's strength because of how skinny they are, or how frail they look, or how old they look, okay? Because it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog, right? So what that means is you don't want to judge a book by its cover. So even if you don't look strong, Capricorn, or if you don't feel strong, there's a hidden inner strength within you in your present moment. Whenever you're watching this, you could be watching this in December 2027. And if you stumbled across this video, then this is what you're meant to hear at this time. Now, I'm not sure if the number 35 means anything to you, but like I said, that is an 8. And the 8th house is all about transformation. So we do have transforming strength. So in your present moment, you need to transform your strength. And you're not going to be able to do that, Capricorn, while you're holding on to everybody else's bullshit. Because one of the things that I think about here is how much of this weight actually belongs to you, Capricorn. It's probably not all, because if this all belonged to you, well, no offense, but it wouldn't be looking like that. You are way too organized and neat. If this all belonged to you, those would be organized and they'd be put up over here somewhere, or you'd be making a fire out of them. And it's interesting that I say that because we had that here. You utilize stuff, Capricorn. You're not going to just let things go unorganized. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and say that is not your mess. So why are you cleaning it up? You see what I mean? That's what's so toxic about this situation, is that there's someone around you creating mess after mess after mess, and you're cleaning it up, whether it be financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It's not okay anymore. So you need to tap into the hidden strength that you have. And it's like your strength. You need a physical outlet for your strength. Some of you need to go punch a punching bag, or some of you need to really, really channel your energy through music or song or dancing or exercise. Some of you just need to get outside into nature. But whatever you're doing, you need to do it with the intent of releasing the energy you feel, so that you're not just carrying it around with you. You see what I mean? You need to drop that weight, whatever that weight is, whatever that mental anxiety is that has you up at night. It's time for you to really tap into your inner strength and get a physical outlet for it. So if you like to color or write or do poetry, make sure that you're doing these things with the intent of the energy that you know you feel. Because Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn rising. So I know how it is to be a Capricorn who feels so much. The thing about earth signs is that they have emotion, but they only respond to emotion that makes logical sense, which makes you guys such beautiful people. Because water signs respond to every emotion they feel. Like they respond to the emotion in their pinky. They're like, oh my God, I'm just sad for the rest of the day. And I don't even mean to make fun of water signs like that, but I have earth energy that is quite different than my Pisces energy. I have a Taurus moon and a Capricorn rising. So I know how my earth energy grounds me. It helps me not get lost in the sea of emotion that is infinite. So it's about grounding yourself, Capricorn, and being this strong oak tree that has been here for millions of years. We have this owl in this tree right here. Wisdom. The wisdom of your roots. You know what I mean? The wisdom of and knowledge of your foundation. In some sort of choice that's coming up because of that, Capricorn. So you do have some energy that's resonating with Libra, I believe, because we have playful. So it's resonating with Cancer as well. But the immediate energy you have is choices, which is the number 10, because we've got 46. 6 plus 4 is 10. So you've got some kind of choice now, Capricorn, in your present moment that has to do with your strength. Making a strong choice. And it's a crossroads, right? It's literally the difference between light and dark. The difference between good and evil, like yes and no. This is a very hard decision. You're standing right in the middle of this black wing and this white wing. But we've got that moon up there and that bird is flying. So it's like you're leaning more towards this direction, whatever this direction is for you. You're leaning more towards the Mother Mary because you're looking at the Mother Mary. This card is looking this direction at the Mother Mary. So you have a choice to make, Capricorn, and you know it might even be a playful one because we do have the 44 now. So I believe these two energies came out for either Libra or Cancer, the playful strength or whatever, and we do have a conclusion. So this is really resonating with the Libra reading. Some of you might want to watch the Libra reading because there's a playful ending that's going on, and the denial of a fire sign maybe, or the denial of your passion in magic, because we have the denial and then the High Priestess of fire. So there might be some denial with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But you also need, and it is a Sagittarius because now we have focus, which is a person with an archer. So you guys might be denying a Sagittarius because there's some kind of conclusion with this Libra and this Sagittarius, or this Libra and this fire sign, or just something. I'm not sure, guys, but either way, there is a choice to make. In Capricorn, you are the number 10 in astrology. So number 10 to me, not only does it mean endings and completions, what it might have to do with this Capricorn full moon on June 29th. That might be when you really have a final decision to make in your home environment. It's going to have something to do with who you are, though. Okay, because that is going to be in your first house of self. So what direction do you want to fly, Capricorn? Fly towards the direction of strength. Fly towards your peace. You know, and I think of having a physical outlet for these choices and for this confusion, it might help you. But the number 10 is you. It means your legacy. It means your long-term goals. So it doesn't matter where you are right now. You need to start thinking about your future. Like, ask yourself, can you see yourself where you're at in 5 years? And if you can't, what you doing, Cap? And I'm talking to myself too. If you can't see yourself where you're at in 5 years, what are you doing? Now, I understand making sacrifices. I understand, but Pisces Priestess, I have to be here because I don't have a house. I have to be with this person because I need to be financially stable. Well, those sound like excuses to me because I know your energy, Capricorn, and you have way more integrity than to stay at a place that is a burden, to stay somewhere where there's nothing in it for you in the long run. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to be harsh or anything like that, but I'm just trying to speak life into you because I think you guys need it come May and June. So make sure that when it comes to this final decision that you choose the route of strength. You choose something that you can see some kind of benefit coming out for you within over the next few years. If you look to the future, because Capricorn, the reason why I'm telling you that is because you guys are a very futuristic sign. You guys are really goal oriented. You guys are the house of long-term goals. You're the house of career and legacy. So that there's no room to mess around there. And plus you have that 10 telling me that this could be a career decision. This could be a choice between two different careers or two different living situations or two different legacies. Maybe you're indecisive about two different long-term goals. But either way, as a Capricorn, it's just a part of your nature to think about your future because of how wise and how old of a soul you are, you know? So you have a choice to make about your foundation, and you have a choice to make about some sort of job or career. But if you don't resonate with that, then it's the full moon. Because we have that moon back there, and it's like that's going to be, by June 29th, it's going to be time for you to fly in a certain direction. And I hope you fly in the direction of peace and strength. But it's all up to you, Capricorn. As I said, I'm a Capricorn rising. So Capricorn is my first house. So I definitely need to rewatch this video after I'm done channeling. And oh, wow. Wow, Capricorn. So I looked up this card because it's time to talk about this card. And first of all, it's called Litha, which reminds me of Lilith, which is in your sign right now. But this is the summer solstice card. Wow, 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 wow. I'm saying wow like that because the summer solstice is literally in a month. It's on June 21st. So the summer solstice in your future is really coming up for you. This is not come up for any other sign. Now, I still have Aquarius and Pisces to do, but you are the first sign that this has come up, and I'd be motherfucking damned. I see that the sunflowers, right? There's sunflowers in the corner of this card. And there's the number 10. So this is reminding me of a completion as well. Something is going to complete for you for good when it comes to the summer solstice. So let's read a bit about this card, shall we? So Lilith is midsummer. Litha means midsummer. The summer solstice, when the sun's power is at its height. So this is when the sun's power is going to be at its most highest. So bonfires are lit to celebrate the shortest night on Midsummer's Eve. This is the time of peak growth, as the long summer days warm the earth. It is a time of magical potency, drawing down the radiant strength of the sun to empower any undertaking. So the meaning of this card is to take advantage of this time of empowerment to do work that will advance your goals, both magical and mundane. Your personal charisma is strong, and your fiery warmth will attract others. Community connections thrive as you share common ideas. So the key word here is power, radiance, and longevity. I love that word for you, Capricorn. Longevity, such a Capricorn word. So I want you to say this with me. I am filled with radiant and joyful power. I am filled with radiant and joyful power. So the challenge here, Capricorn, is what is your greatest strength? What is your greatest strength? So come the summer solstice, I love that the summer solstice came up for you because this is your future position. So no wonder you're being asked to make the choice to be strong right now, to tap into your hidden strength as a physical outlet, because in your future we literally have the summer solstice and the fact that that's going to complete and begin certain things for you. Okay, so summer solstice. What is your greatest strength, Capricorn? And so now let's see what this underlying energy up here is about. It reminds me of you. Whoa. Capricorn. This card is called the God. So we literally have Mother Mary and God. Did I not mention Jesus? This guy looks kind of Jesus-y. Oh my goodness. You're reading the Horned God. So this is literally a card for you. And it's the number 6 up there. So that's a very angelic number. So let's just read, okay? The Horned God is the divine masculine power found in the wild things of nature and the elemental cycles of life and death. He is the embodiment of the vital life force itself. His pose in this card, which 1 foot on the ground, he has 1 foot on the ground, just like in the King of Pentacles. His pose here is 1 foot on the ground. It signifies as his readiness to leap forward into action, like you, Capricorn. He holds the torch, a symbol for leadership. And he is the Lord of the beasts who protect all living creatures. Capricorn, this is actually your true card. So whenever you see the devil card, whenever you see something like that, I want you guys to remember this reading, because this is the horned God. And he protects all living creatures, the Lord of the beasts. Oh, my word. Whew. Capricorn, do you feel it? I do. So the meaning is to take command of the situation with benevolence, with beneficence and confidence. If leadership is offered to you, accept it with humility. So be humble and definitely take this position of leadership without false modesty. This is such a Capricorn. I can't even. Take care and respect those who look to you for protection. So the key words here are validity, leadership, and protection. So I want you to say this. I am under the protection of the horned God. This is so important for you to say, Capricorn. Please say this with me. I am under the protection of the horned God. I am under the protection of the horned God. Now, the challenge here is, where do you need to speak up for injustice? So, Capricorn, you're being challenged with this horned God to speak up against anything that isn't justified. You know what I mean? So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energies. Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. So, we have the God card coming out for you. And we have Mother Mary. So, we've got feminine, we've got God, we've got Father, we've got Mother, we've got the choice in between. We have a godly choice here, a Mother Mary choice. Capricorn. Whoo, you guys. You know, I know you've been fighting a battle for a long time, but, you know, this Sagittarius full moon is really going to help you manifest. This is going to be in your 12th house, you guys. The full moon at the end of May is in your 12th house. And it's going to be very spiritual. There's going to be a lot of sacrifice. You know, I just pulled the star card for you guys. So there could be a significant Aquarius, but there also could be a significant healing process going on with you guys. But I am literally lost for words, because these two cards are so fucking powerful. I haven't done Pisces and Aquarius yet, but so far, out of all the readings, this is the most powerful message that I've felt for you for the readings this month. So let's get some clarifiers going. Let's get a clarifier for physical outlet. For Capricorn, the sun, and it's almost like I willed that to come out, because it almost went back in, but I put it down on the table. So you need a physical outlet for your happiness. You need a physical outlet for your success. Remember, sunflowers. We've got sunflowers coming up the most for you, Capricorn. We have a Leo. Some of you might have a physical outlet that has to do with a Leo, which is, and then we have the king, the fucking Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So some of you need a physical outlet for something new, some kind of new. The universe might give you a new job somewhere else to take you away from the place that you're at now. Like, and you won't be able to deny it. You'll be like, hey guys, I literally have to move out because I got a job up somewhere else and I want to just move there because I can't. And you know, because maybe you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or something like that. But how can you deny this beautiful pinnacle from the universe? This is a new beginning, and if there's any new beginning that would appeal to an earth sign, it would be the Ace of Pentacles. Just like the Ace of Cups would appeal to a water sign. Well, earth signs are all about that money. They're all about their foundation. Look at all the earth. Look at this growing opportunity of a pinnacle. So some of you need a physical outlet as far as a job that has something to do with your success. Because the Sun card is the happiest card you can get. I mean, we've got these sunflowers, which are symbolic for my readings this month. So this is happiness, vitality, success, warmth, enlightenment, awareness. Some of you guys need a physical outlet for those things, for your happiness, for your awareness. This is, to me, it looks like a job, though. It looks like a new money, new finances, new worth, new value coming in that is going to be a physical outlet for your happiness. So let's get, ooh, wow, Capricorn. So it came out so quick. We have the Six of Wands for your strength. So this is a card of victory. I don't know if some of you guys have children, But your inner child is coming up here a lot too, which is why I mentioned Jesus for you guys. But these are two cards that mention success, victory, vitality, happiness, abundance. So physical outlet for the sun, physical outlet for awareness, enlightenment, happiness. And it's like right now your happiness involves victory and success, which is such a Capricorn thing. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, telling me that Capricorn is going to have to leave something behind for this victory. In order to get that pinnacle, in order to get this happiness, you are going to have to make the choice to leave something behind. Because the Six of Swords talks about moving away from turmoil and moving towards a better place in your life, happiness, moving towards something that is more grounded, because you're coming out of this dark cave. Some of you do have a child with you, because I'm seeing children here a lot. The Sun card is a child card. It's also the Leo card, which Leo is the inner child. And then I just opened up to the Moon. So I don't know if this has something to do with your soul or your emotion or a Pisces or a Cancer or the Capricorn full moon, but this is the Moon card. So this can be, it's like you have to move away. You have to move away from a Pisces, or move away from Pisces energy, move away from the illusion of where you are. Where you are, Capricorn, this dark cave is an illusion for you. It's keeping you stagnant. You cannot climb any mountain where you are right now with all that shit in your hands and feeling left out in the cold. With all your mind is heavy, your hands are filled, and what can you accomplish? And I know that you're like, oh, don't challenge me, Pisces priestess. I can accomplish a lot still. I'm not trying to challenge you in that way, Capricorn. I'm only trying to get you to see that you could do a lot more, quicker, better, faster if your hands were free and if your mind was at peace. And that's what's going on here, is you're moving away from illusions, moving away from secrets, moving away from your soul's turmoil, moving away from emotional instability, and you're moving towards victory, happiness. So let's get a card to clarify the summer solstice for Capricorn. Now, I do want you guys to keep in mind the 21st of June, because that could be a very, very, very powerful day in your future. The summer solstice is coming out for you, Capricorn, and I think it's very, very significant, especially because we have the sun, which has a lot to do with the summer solstice. We have two cards with sunflowers here, okay? Meaning that this is all about your happiness, and the sun is so strong for you. Even when it goes into Cancer, your opposite sign. So let's see the summer solstice. What is the message here about the summer solstice for Capricorn? You guys are my favorite reading so far. This feels so powerful. It just feels so magical, and like it all came together so professionally. I just feel it. So we had this Moon card just fell out again with the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the summer solstice is, remember these cards? Well, they just came out for you again, lover. We've got you in the middle here as the King of Pentacles with the World, which is Saturn, and then the need for you to really meditate. So the summer solstice, I want you guys to make sure by the summer solstice that you guys are in an area where you can complete cycles. The summer solstice literally means the end of a cycle, and you've got this horned God to help you along the way. But Capricorn, you're right in the middle of this reading. Male and female, but this is the King of Pentacles. So this is about you. The King of Pentacles is all about his foundation. He is all about his home life, his family life, his finances. So this King of Pentacles does look a little bit unhappy, and it's only because he's being forced to slow down and meditate and clear his mind about all the karmic cycles that he just completed. So the summer solstice for you, Capricorn, is coming up because that's going to be the time and period in your life where things really shift and where things really complete. And it's a good thing, though, because it's going to get you ready for this Moon energy. There may be a significant Pisces or Cancer energy that really helps you through this, but I do see this as self-reflection. I see this as you really reflecting in the mirror on who you are. This is the Capricorn full moon. So the summer solstice and then the Capricorn full moon, they happen around the same time. So I want you to mark your calendar for June 21st. Mark your calendar for June 29th, because it's going to be like something significant is going to happen on the summer solstice, and something is going to happen significantly on June 29th for this Capricorn full moon. So the moon and the summer solstice are working with your energy, and it's going to really complete certain things for you, certain cycles. Capricorn, it's time for you to heal from these cycles of karma, because you are karma. You are karma. You are ruled by karma. Saturn is your ruling planet, and we've got the world here. Right here. I'm sorry, right here. The world card. This is the card that represents by Saturn. And we've got this, you in between this karmic cycle and the need to rest, meditate, mentally clear yourself. Okay, Capricorn? So that's what the summer solstice is all about for you. And it's interesting because we have this fireball in your hand. So the summer solstice is going to light a fire in your hand. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the same card as Sagittarius. The Sagittarius reading ended with death at the bottom of the deck. And we just opened up the card to the devil. I opened up the deck. So this means that Capricorn is going through a transformation at the end of May, going into June. There are sudden endings, death and rebirth, purifications, transformations in your life that is happening in June and in May that are so important to your well-being, Capricorn. There are certain toxicities transforming and dying in your life. You know, the fact that I opened up to your card, it definitely tells me that, you know, that you're going through a transformation. And it's because of that moon. It's because of the cycles that you're going through with Saturn retrograde. And I believe in Cancer season that Saturn is going to go back direct. If not, then August is going to be when Jupiter and Saturn go back direct. But either way, Capricorn, I'm going to leave you with the message of transformation. Now, some of you may have a significant Scorpio in your life. And now, what do you fucking know? I opened the deck to Sagittarius, telling me that after the Sagittarius full moon, Sagittarius is literally going to hand the moon off to Capricorn. And we have the moonlight in the background of this card. So this moon for Sagittarius and Capricorn has a lot to do with transforming karma. Sagittarius is going to temper the moon for you, and you're going to just legendary it. And then we have the Empress coming out too. So it's about abundance. I don't know why all these cards want to come out for you, but you have a decision to make about the Empress, which could be a Leo. It could be a Aries. It could be a Taurus or a Libra. But transformation, Capricorn. Certain things in your life are going to be put in a grave, and there's no such thing as dying. Energy can only be transformed. It can never be killed. So I want you to keep in mind that even after all these sudden endings and changes happen in your life, after these cycles, what lives on is going to be your legacy. It's going to be the things in your life that still have life in them. And the things that belong in your life, Capricorn, are not going to need your help to keep them alive. The things that are meant, especially when it's summer. Summer is so lively for all of us. So if we're breathing life into dead situations right now, that should be your first clue that thing, what's dead, should stay dead. So transformation for you, Capricorn, and a beautiful reading to explain that further. And you're going to have to leave something behind. It's going to be emotional, but you have got to leave somebody, something, people, places, and things behind, because it's time to move towards light. It's time to move towards a transformation. So thank you so much. We've got the Ace of Pentacles trying to show itself to you guys underneath there. We've got the Temperance card coming out again, and the Fool card, and the Lovers card. So it's like a new beginning in Gemini season, and then Cancer season is just going to open it all for you. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I would really love to hear back from you guys about this. I hope this relates, because it's too good of a reading not to relate to, honestly. So please comment below what you think about this reading. I appreciate all your likes, subscribes, and shares. Shout out to all my new subscribers watching for the first time. Welcome and thank you. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you want to speak to me more privately, you can find my information, email, Facebook, Instagram, in the description box below. And without further ado, or with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing June, and I hope the rest of May wraps up nicely for you guys. Get ready, because there is a complete transformation going on with you, Capricorn, and it's one for the books. This is a legendary transformation, which is very suiting for you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys hopefully in July. Bye.